Hello, my wonderful year ones. I hope you're all doing well. This morning, for today's maths lesson, we're going to be looking at counting in fives because we've already learned and we're already amazing at counting in twos and counting in tens. So now we're going to try and do our 5 times tables. First, we're going to be practicing counting in fives. What I do have is in the description, I can never say that word. In the description, I have a link to a Counting in Fives song that we've watched before in class. Go and give that a watch now, and that'll give you a bit of a head start coming into today's lesson. Okay, on here, in the video, I have a lovely doggy. I'm going to call him Trevor. He has a number line on him. He's a long dog, he's a sausage dog. And he has the numbers from 1 to 20 on him. We're going to be counting in fives. And what we're going to do is, we're going to be looking at taking, when we're counting in fives, taking a big jump. So we need to do a jump of 5 steps. So we start on a 5, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got 5 jumps with plus 5 there. So we now know that we need to say 5, 10 when we're counting in fives. We're going to do that again now. Can you predict or have a guess at what number you think is going to come next if we're counting in fives, and we're going to check it. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you guess number 15? Was that next? Or did you know? It might not have been a guess. We have taken 5 steps to get to 15. So when I count in, we go 5, 10, 15. What number's going to come next? I wonder. I think it might be this number here when I'm counting in fives. What do you think, year one? Should we check? So I'm going to go, oh, don't want to do that. Need to get my pen back on. I'm going to jump here. That looks a bit smaller, and I might check by counting. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, silly Mr. Still, I was only taken 4 steps. Let's rub that out and let's see if I can do this properly. So maybe it's 20 then. Let's have a look. So 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've plussed 5, not 4 this time. And I've got to 20. So when I'm counting in fives, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Excellent. Can you guys recognise any patterns in our numbers when we're counting in fives so far? You might not notice it yet, but maybe later on you will. What do you notice about our numbers? Have a think. We're very lucky when we're counting in fives because we've got something that can help us, and that is our hands. Why are we very lucky, I hear you say? Well, on our hands we have 5 fingers. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is really, really helpful when counting in fives, isn't it? Because we know that one hand is worth 5. So when we go to 2 hands, how many fingers do we think we have on 2 hands? We know we've got 5 on one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you could write it here because you know that there's 5. What's it going to be if we add these 2 together? Let's have a go. Let's think. So 5. What comes next? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2 lots of 5, when we're counting in fives, is 10. How else could we write that? Using our multiplication that we've been practicing. So 2 lots of, or 2 groups of 5 equals 10. Super. But if we use our hands, you might be able to see them. A bit boring. Let's put some nifty superhero gloves on maybe we can practice. This is a way that I remember how to count fives. Counting in fives like I'm Iron Man, and I'm going to be shooting lasers out of my hands. Okay? Let's see how high that we can count in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. For our activity today then, Year 1, in your books, I want you to get some, I've got some coloured pens, you can get some coloured pencils. Place your hand on your piece of paper and draw around them. We're going to do this because on our hands, saying we've got 5 lovely fingers, 4 fingers and 1 thumb. We can count. When we're counting in fives, using our hands is going to be super helpful. Okay? Once you've drawn your hand, what I want you to do is, in the middle of your hand, just to write what number it would be if you're counting in fives. So this one will be the number 5. What's the number going to be if I draw another hand? Should we check? Purple this time. You can do it in whatever colours pencil that you want. You can get an adult to help you if you need to. What number would I have now? How many fingers is there all together? Are there all together? And what would the number be if we were counting in fives? We go 5, 10, and we can check this by counting and ticking off all our fingers. We're going to do this in this brownie pen. Let's just check. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want you to keep drawing your hands and see how many hands you can draw in your book. Need your help. What I want you to do is I want you to try and write the multiplication of what you've written. Okay, so remember it is the number of groups that we the number of things in the group, and then the multiplication sign by how many groups we have. So there's 5 things in our group. There's 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Times by, we only have 1 hand, so that's 1 group equals how many fingers all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So again for this one, we have 5 things in our group. And we're timesing it because we've now got 2 groups. We've got this yellow hand and a purple hand. We've now got 2 groups. How many fingers have we got all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And to see if you can do that for all of the hands that you've drawn. That's the end of today's lesson on counting in fives. Remember to keep practicing your 2s, your 5s and your 10s. And remember to have a go at that Sumdog challenge that Mrs. Oliver's set on Sumdog. Okay, and see how you get on. Well done, guys. Good luck. See you later. Bye for now.